Hi and welcome. The following video deals with Chapter 6 of the CIS Guide to Managing a Microsoft Windows Server 2003 Network Enhanced Book. For this activity, what I'm going to be doing is creating an LM host file to deal with naming resolutions. And the programs that I'm going to be using for this are Cam Studio. If you've watched some of my previous videos, you'll know that I really enjoy this program. It allows me to record movements on my desktop, and it shows you what I'm doing with other programs. Another program that I really enjoy using is VMware. It allows me to install operating systems in a virtual environment rather than installing them on my physical hard drive. For this activity, this is activity 6-6. It's on page 176 of the book that I mentioned before. Again, this is creating an LM host file, and this chapter deals with naming resolutions. What I'm going to go ahead and start doing is, if you have Windows Server 2003 installed on VMware or your physical hard drive, you can click Start. Then we can go to Point to My Computer, right click, and go to Explore. And now what we want to do is, in the right pane, double click Local Drive, double click Windows, and System 32, which will be down a little bit right here. And then we want to go into drivers, which is right here, and then we'll double click the folder that says etc. And then I recently did this activity before, so this LM host file may or may not be here. For the purpose of this, I'm going to show you how to incorporate that in there if you don't have it. If you don't have it, what we're going to do is right click on lmhost.sam. We're going to copy that and then paste it here. Then where it says copy of LM host, we'll right click, rename this, and we'll name this LM host, whoops, without the caps. I don't know if that really matters, but, and then we'll open this in Notepad. So to do that, we'll right click on LM host, go to Open, choose Notepad, click OK, and then down here on the very bottom line, you'll put the IP address of any network, and then you can do that by going to Google. This is just a test, so you can type in what is my IP, and it'll show you your IP address. I actually used my own to do a test with this, and I'm hoping nobody ends up hacking my IP address, but and then down here, while we have the LM host file, we can put whatever the IP address is we're using. Then we'll put, let's see here, IP address, and then we can type in space SQL server in caps, use the pound sign, we can type pre, and then we'll go ahead and click File, Save. We'll close the Notepad as well as the Explorer menu. Then we can go to Start, click Run, type in cmd.exe, and hit Enter. And from here, we can type in nbt stat space dash capital R And what this does is reload the NetBIOS name cache. It'll tell us we're successful. Now we can type in NBT stat space -c. And this lets us view contents of the NetBIOS name cache. Note, as you can see here on my screen, it shows the SQL server, sorry. And then if we want to, we can actually type in ping SQL server to verify that we're actually getting a reply from that whatever we used as an IP address for the server. What did I do here? Let's try this again. Ping SQL server. And again, having problems with Windows Server 2003. This is actually the second video that I've done where I've ran into some issues. If you did that right, it should come back with a reply. And just as an added, couple added notes here, an LM host file is it's a simple text file that stores NetBIOS names and their associated IP addresses. And then in order for those to work, they have to be, well, in order for those to work on Windows Server 2003 at least, it has to be located in C, Windows System 32 drivers, and etc. like I stated before. That concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Again, I apologize for the inconvenience as far as the pinging goes. I've had some really bad issues with Windows Server 2003 on my VMware. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But keep that in mind. Again, thank you for watching.